One sec. I am typing out a comment to pin. Okay, how does this work? You guys. Okay. Okay. Let's figure this out together, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still trying to set this up. What is going on? Oh my god, hi everybody. Long time no see. I know I haven't been live in so long. Honestly, I just have not had like the drive to, I guess. Like I've been like working on stuff non-stop. I've just been like constantly creating things with my friends, my quarantined sisters. But anyways, besides that, I'm here and I hope to do many more lives in the future. So please feel free to ask me questions. I will kind of get to those at the end. So if you kind of want to save them for the end, feel free. Anyways, the point of today's live is cocktail hour. You know what I mean? It's cocktail hour. And you know, like I'm not much of a drinker, but ever since being in quarantine, with nothing to do except for drink, I've been drinking a little bit. So I am going to show you, okay, Instagram has asked me to share my favorite quarantine cocktail recipe with all of you, okay? It's gonna be fun. It's super simple. Don't worry, I'm sure you have all the materials and supplies already at your house, and if you don't, then I'm sorry, but maybe this will help you for a future recipe. Or, you know, next time you're wanting to get a little turn, you want to have something a little bit more custom and fun, you know what I mean? So anyways, I'm gonna go through right now. We're just gonna get this cocktail hour kind of like going and kind of as I'm doing it, I'm gonna answer some questions that actually Instagram has picked out for me, and then you know, throughout y'all can ask some questions. So let's go through supplies, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, super easy. Only a few things you're gonna need. First, obviously, your glass, whichever you plan on drinking your alcohol. Also, look at my nails. Aren't they so bad? Ew, I should not have shown you that. That's really gross. A glass. This one is probably dirty. Next thing you're going to need is, what is this? Half a cup? I think this is a half a cup. The label is rubbed off, but you need a half a cup cup measuring tool. Easy peasy. The next thing you're going to need is an ice cream scoop. And I know this seems really weird and out there, but trust me, you'll see how it comes into play later on. You know, this isn't going to be like a long live. Like, this is going to be kind of like a quick little in and out. You know what I mean? So, anyways, we're not done. You're going to need a straw. This one is dirty and plastic. Well, it's not dirty. My dishes aren't dirty, you guys. I'm just like, you know, this is just like it looks like a dirty plastic straw. And it actually probably is. But that's that. And then a couple other strange supplies that you're probably going to be like, what? But it doesn't really matter. So this is a tea diffuser, I think. I mean, I've used tea diffusers before, so I'm just like assuming that's what this is for. I can't really think of anything else it would be used for, but it's really fun. It'd be fun to make like a little puppet with that. Okay. And then you're going to need this, which is looks dangerous and like a syringe, but I think this is intended to be a turkey baster. So I just like it because it looks very, you know, very that. The next thing you're going to need, and second to last thing actually, is this. It's a lemon squeezer, and we're actually going to be using this for something a little unexpected, not what you'd think I'd be using it for. Okay, so that's that. And then the last and final thing you're going to need is your drink of choice. So I went ahead and picked my favorite thing. This is kind of what I've been drinking. It's a wild berry truly. Personally, I like the lime ones a little bit more, and I know that's controversial because a lot of people are like, it's just lime, you know, it tastes like cleaning products. But this is a wild berry truly. I just picked this kind of because it has like a little bit more flavor to it than than the lime one and stuff. Oh, I also have a plate of ice to use for the drink. I don't really know how I'm gonna break this up. Oh, but I'm gonna figure that out. All right, so let's get into making the drink, okay? You have all your supplies in front of you, I'm sure. You've got your lemon squeezer, your turkey baster that looks like a syringe, you got your half a cup, your ice cream scoop, your straw, and your cup. So here's the cup. It's gonna say center stage, just like me. And the first thing you're going to want to do, take your measuring cup. That's what it's called, a measuring cup. Just rolled off the tongue, just like that. Take your measuring cup and open up your Truly. Oh yeah, that's nice. So you're gonna do 2 half cups. Now I could have, and just realized that I could have just used a cup, measuring cup, but this I didn't, so I have a half a cup. So I guess 1 cup of your Truly first. Ready? Oh, I already got some of them in there. There's a half a cup. Okay. Then another half a cup. So that makes 1 full cup. And that is pretty much, oh my God. Oh, it's everywhere. Okay, that's pretty much all you're gonna need from the measuring cup. Throw that in the sink. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna do, and this is kind of just to like aerate it a little bit more, like I know it's bubbly, but you're just gonna aerate it. You're gonna take your plastic straw, like so, turn it vertically, and put your finger on no wait, don't put your finger on it yet. Stick it into your Truly. Do you see how much I'm shaking? I'm not nervous, I just like have a tremor naturally. But okay, stick your straw in here. Put your finger on top. And drop it into your cup of Truly. Easy peasy, right? Stick it in. Oh, you know, this is a ribbed straw, so it's kind of hard, but boop. And you're gonna do this about 5 times, let's say. So let's go to some questions that Instagram has already prepared for me, just to answer for you all. The first question is, what am I reading, watching, or binging? What have I been binging? You know what, actually, my roommates and I have been rewatching Glee, which is pretty much taking up a lot of time, because there's a lot of fucking seasons of Glee, you know what I mean? Like, and raise your hand if Glee shaped you as a queer youth member, because darling, those, oh my God, when Kurt would sing his little ballads about being gay and like being accepted, I was like, oh my God, I feel you, Kurt. Anyway, so definitely that. I haven't been reading anything actually, because I don't read. Not that I can't read, mostly, I just don't read. And fun fact, I have never read a book in my entire life. So that's just kind of what's been going on. Feel free to let me know what you've been doing. But anyways, let's get back to this drink, okay? Let me get back to the drink. So the next thing we're gonna do, this is the tea diffuser. See, looks like that, kind of like a puppet. It's a tea diffuser. And what you're gonna do with this, it's pretty straightforward. You're just gonna open it up over the drink, kind of like this, and pour the Truly in it a little bit, close it up, and just, you know, dunk it in there, just like that. So I don't really know what this does, but it's just something that I assume is making it a little bit more frothy. You know what I mean? It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna do this probably like 4 times. I don't know. I'm kind of learning with you guys. I mean, like, I make this drink all the time, but it's always down to be like edited and you know what I mean. So let's do, oh, okay. There we go. There's the last one of that. Just go right in the sink. And then, let's see, what is next? Oh, this one's fun. Okay. So we are going to go in with our turkey baster. This one, like I said, I like it because it just kind of looks very dangerous and exciting and you know what I mean. So what we're gonna do with this, kind of similar to what we use the plastic straw for, but it's a little, I don't know, it's different. It's like a smaller channel, so I believe it aerates it a little bit differently. Oh wait, okay. change of plans, everybody. I just realized that my Truly's about down here now, so my syringe can't reach the liquid, but no need to fear, because usually I do this a little bit differently in a little bit of a different order. I'm just gonna grab a cup. Oh my god, I almost fell. Oh gosh, okay. I have another cup, and this is going to make things a little bit more difficult, I'm not gonna lie, but you just gotta bear with me. Again, there's a learning curve. So I'm gonna pour the rest of my Truly into this cup, just because the hole in the Truly, this one, is not big enough for the syringe to make it all the way down. So, okay, moving on. Now that we've wasted so much time, oh my god, I keep dropping my iPad, which has questions on it, which let's get to some questions too. Okay, so the next question is, what is the first thing you'll do when quarantine is over? Well, hopefully, oh, let me do this while I'm talking. Hopefully, when quarantine is over, I will be traveling the world. That is the hope. I mean, I should be traveling right now and performing. I wish that I was. It kills me that I'm not able to be like going to bars and experiencing this journey the way that you know, a new Rue girl is supposed to. However, I am having a lot of fun creating stuff. Like, I've never really had this much free time to just make stuff, and now that we're like forced to do something, I'm not just gonna like sit still and do nothing. So I've been making a lot of shit. But yeah, I think when this is over, I'm most excited to just like go out and perform. Like, I want to meet you guys, and you guys are being so kind, and trust me, I read literally every single comment and message, and I may not have the time to respond to all of them, but it still makes my day so much brighter, and I just want to be able to put faces to the names, shake the hands, give the hugs, do what we gotta do. Obviously not now, because physical contact is a no syringe. But yeah, so that's about it. That's what I'm excited for. I'm also really excited to see my mom. I have not seen my mom in so long. So this we just did twice. This is the third time. So as you can see, we are just, here, let me just get the star of the show in here as well. You know what I mean? So let's do 4 of those. Just like that. And then that is pretty much it for the syringe part. So we only have 2 more tools left to use, and these are kind of, I mean, this is kind of similar to like using the measuring cup, but it just didn't, you know, it's different, it's smaller, it's like better. So anyways, what you're gonna do is dip it, there's a hair in this, dip it into your cup of Truly, and then really carefully transfer it over to this cup, and make sure you get all of it out with that thing. We're going to do this about 3 times. Pour it in there, just like that. Okay. Yep, just like that. All right. So that is it for the scoop. So now, let me move this Truly out of the way. So we have almost a finished drink here of Truly, and then this one, which is just kind of the leftover Truly that was in the can that we still need to get from the can to the glass. And to do that, we are going to use this lemon squeezer. So this is pretty straightforward. Again, you're going to take this glass of Truly, carefully pour it into the lemon squeezer, just like this, and then give it a good squeeze. Okay, just like that. Then you're gonna just take the rest of the Truly and just pour it right in there, and then we'll give it one more good squeeze, just like that. And then the next and last and final and complete and the last step is to add your ice. So like I said before, oh my God. I have this plate of ice, which hasn't really served me well right now, but I guess I'm just gonna like take it apart in the sink, just like that. And just Dip it into my cup. My hands are clean, I promise. Oh my gosh. But even though there's a makeup stain on it, trust me, they're clean. And that is pretty much it now that I'm all wet. So I have my drink. That was basically it. I took a Truly from a can and poured it into a glass. So let's get to some questions. I want to answer you guys' questions now that I've kind of gotten the ones out of the way that I have to do. Let's kind of have some fun. You know what I mean? Let's have some fun. Let's see. Just ask me some questions. Ask me some questions. Let's see what's going on. We were Team Crystal. We're always Team Crystal. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest. First question, are you okay? Yeah. Okay. Favorite episode of Drag Race so far? That is a good question. So I don't know if you mean for our season or the whole show. Let me take a sip of this real quick. Okay. So that's that. So I'd say my favorite episode of Drag Race so far would have to be season 7. I don't even know what the challenge was because my favorite part of the episode was the runway. Death Becomes Her is my all-time favorite runway from RuPaul's Drag Race. Not necessarily because of what was worn, which was all pretty good. And even when it was bad, it was entertaining. But mostly because of the concept. Like, I have never thought of a concept for a runway that is smarter than Death Becomes Her. Like, I don't even know what I would do for that, and I would need months of solitary thinking to figure it out because how your drag character dies is, like, so theatrical and stunning. Anyways. Let's see. What's my favorite look I've stunted in so far? Honestly, you guys, you know what? This wasn't on the show, but my mom for New Year's made me a replica of Julia Roberts' Pretty Woman gown, only mine was in red velvet instead of, I think hers was like chiffon or something like that, but that gown and that night I had like a French twist. It was up. Like, I have never felt more womanly in my entire life. Period. Okay. Do you watch Dragula? I do watch Dragula. I love Dragula. Some of my favorite artists of drag artists of all time have come out of Dragula, and I think it's like they treat the show in such a fun way. Like, I love the idea that they have to get exterminated at the end of the episode, and it's like actually dangerous things. Like, that is what the public wants to see drag queens do. They want to see drag queens do dangerous things, you know what I mean? I love Dragula, it's great. Fave musical, good question. You know what? Unbiased, but actually a little bit biased. I think my favorite musical is the Madonna one. And even if I hadn't won it, which I did, it was just like all around a good musical. And, you know, if you compare it to other seasons and other challenges and stuff like that, like that as a whole, we all did so well in that it became so nitpicky, like to the point where it's about like an earring on the runway, you know what I mean? So that is a surefire sign that a challenge was successful. Sorry. Oh, my mom telling me to stay humble. That's funny. That's funny, Mom. No, she's right. Okay. Favorite animal? That was my phone going into the sink of dirty dishes. Favorite animal would have to be... Okay, this is really stressing me out actually now. I would have to say my favorite animal currently is a dachshund dog, because there's 2 of them in our house right now and they're so much fun and they're the cutest. I honestly think like dachshund puppies are the cutest puppies of any of them. So, prove me wrong. Anyway, Favorite Gaga single? Good question. I was about to say Judas because I really do love Judas, and that was one where I was definitely in my bedroom as a little lass, just shaking and grooving. But I would say Paparazzi. Paparazzi is a classic Gaga song. Where did my drag name come from? Oh gosh, I've answered this a lot of times and it's still so fun to answer because, I don't know, I feel like it's very different than how, well, I guess it's really not any different than how a lot of drag queens get their names. Actually, now that I think about it, it's really not that interesting at all. My Gigi comes from my last name, which is spelled with 2 G's in it, right next to each other, so that's the Gigi. And Goode comes from season 3 of American Horror Story because I was so obsessed with Jessica Lange's character, Fiona Goode. And Sarah Paulson is also one of my favorite actresses, and she was also had the last name Goode. Grammar. Let me answer just a few more questions, and then I will probably have to bring this live to an end. This live to an end. Grammar. I just saw a good color, or a good question. Someone just said, color you feel most powerful in. I love wearing green. I think when I'm in green, actually that is such a hard question. Orange. I would say orange for sure. I feel the most powerful in orange. Absolutely. Can someone bring Nancy over here?
She's in the pumpkin.
Well, get her. Who cares? That makes her cuter. So Nancy is the new puppy that has just made her way into the house, and she's currently wearing her pumpkin, which is what she has to wear when she gets in trouble. Oh, this is some wholesome content, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nancy. Everyone say hey. Nancy? So, like I said, Nancy is... Oh, God. Come on, girl. Nancy is currently wearing her pumpkin, and this is something that is really crucial in her upbringing because she has been acting out a lot, and she loves to bite Essie, who is the other puppy here. She likes to bite Essie's butthole, and it's just not nice, and Essie's not having it. So this kind of restricts her mobility enough to where she just has like an instant chill. You know what I mean? So like, I guarantee you, I'd take this off of her and she would just go flying across the room. So I'm gonna put you on the ground now. I hope you can hobble back to the couch in your little pumpkin. Anyways, so that was Nancy. I'm happy someone brought that up. She's just sitting over there all the time, and she's drinking her water. I'll wait. Okay, anyways.
Nancy.
What did my mom just say?
Come here. Oh.
What is going on? Oh, where did the idea of a white lip highlight come from? So I do this little white lip highlight. I don't know if you've noticed, and I also do the same like white line in my crease and under my brow and under my lash line, blah blah blah. That came when I was doing a I don't know if you know who Jason Beyer is. Jason E. Beyer. He's the he makes like those illustrations of those really glossy people, like they're just like stunning, gorgeous men and women and everything in between, but they look like they are just drenched in lip gloss. I did a look inspired by that, and this was one of the things, and I noticed that it gave the illusion that my lip is so much bigger because my natural lip is lower than this, and because the white line is there, it distracts from the shadow of my natural lip line, you know what I mean? So anyways, okay, you guys, I would love to stay and chat, but I actually, and this is going to sound like an excuse, but it's not, I have so much that I have to get to today, but I was so happy to chat with you, and I'm so glad I got to share my super secret drink alcohol recipe for you. I'm going to take another sip. And again, the only things I needed actually for this was a Truly and a glass. Yeah, that's it. But this is a Truly that I'm drinking. So anyways, I love y'all. Thank you so much for joining. And I will definitely, I promise I will be doing more lives in the future because I just feel bad. And I just want to connect with y'all. And it's just like, ooh, a lot of things adding up. Anyways, don't want to get into that. But I will definitely be doing lives in the future. And I am so happy to have y'all here as my quarantine friends asking me questions. So looks like I'm giving you a hug right now, but I'm actually just about to press end on the live. Oh, hi Rock, love you so much. I'm actually just about to leave the live, but I love you and you're incredible and amazing and talented and I love you. Okay, bye everyone. Love you.